Hey guys, Peter here to do an album review today. I'm here to tell you all about Twilight Force and their latest album, Dawn of the Dragonstar, out August 16th on Nuclear Blast. The album has 10 tracks, 57 minutes in length, and this is the Swedish symphonic power metal band's third full-length album. Before I talk about the record, I want to say this. I really felt listening to this album that this band should be signed by Disney, and going forward they should start doing their scores and their soundtracks, because this is Disney metal, and I mean this as a huge compliment. Now, new record, new quests, new adventures, new battles for the protection of the Twilight Kingdoms. That's what you're going to get lyrically from this record. As far as music and structure of the album, to me the structure of the record was the first thing that I really noticed about this album. They used the same structure for the overall record that they used for each individual track. That is really interesting because it really creates a very powerful dynamic. And it creates a very hard to balance act from song to song. So the overall structure of the album pretty much is like a movie, like a play, like a book, where you have an intro, you have character developing moments, you have action-packed moments, you have a climax, and then you have an outro. So that is the whole overall feel of the structure of the record. And then they took that same structure and they implemented it to each single song on the record. Same thing, intro, character development moments, action-packed moments, climax, outro. When you have songs that have that structure, and then you have an overall album that has that structure, it really creates a very interesting dynamic. It really brings the songs to life. It enhances the lyrics, it enhances the storytelling aspect, and it makes the album super fluid and mobile. You always feel like this record is moving forward. You never really feel, even in songs that are a little bit slower in tempo, you really never feel like the album is slowing down, that there's boring moments, if you will. No, it's always filled with life, filled with motion, absolutely incredible. And to me, a huge part of that is the way the record is structured overall, and then the way each song is structured. And how you combine those two is really what allows the album to have that fluidity. Beyond the structure, another thing that I really noticed was the inclusion of some folk elements throughout the record. They included some Middle Eastern flair here and there, some Japanese melodic, traditional sounding melodies. They included a few things here and there that were really, to me, a way to enhance, perhaps feeling out of the box, but when you put them in the context of the songs and of the lyrics of those songs, it really fits like a glove because it really enhances the story that's being told. It adds a sense of purpose. It almost makes you feel like you're there. It just adds a flavor, a scent to the track that gives it a little bit more of a realistic feel to it. So I really like those additions because, once again, for me, this album is really about telling stories and telling a story. So you really need all the elements that you can include in it. They're going to enhance that storytelling aspect. They're going to make the lyrics and the story come to life, and you don't feel like you're listening to a record as much as you feel like you're listening to a movie or you listen to an audiobook. Now, another element that I really have to mention is the vocals. The vocals on this record are absolutely phenomenal. I love everything surrounding the vocals on this album. To me, they were just really one of the top main ingredients surrounding this record. I love the vocals, I love the choirs that they use, the vocal tracks, the backtracks. Everything about the vocals on this record is absolutely phenomenal. It's done to perfection. They really enhance the style of the songs. They really enhance the feel of power metal hymns. So you really have on your hands here is 10 power metal hymns. That's what you have. And the way the lyrics come together with the style and vocals that they chose for each individual track really elevates that. It really makes the songs feel like a power metal hymn. So to me, kudos on the vocal work surrounding this album because it's absolutely magnificent. It just really enhances the whole storytelling and enhances the fluidity of the album. But more importantly, it really gives the album that that power metal hymn that everybody will sing along. So I really like that, and to me, that the way they work the vocals on each single song, very specific to each single song and how they use them, it's a huge factor behind that. Now, as far as favorite songs are concerned, I picked 3 tracks that I feel like really offer a little bit of something different. I'm going to start with Dawn of the Dragonstar. That's the opening track. And to me, this is a great opening track. First of all, it's the name of the album, and it's pretty much an intro to the story. So I really like the way this track works. I really like the way it feels, and it really lets you know what to expect from the rest of the album. Not only musically, but also lyrically. It just gives you a little bit of an idea. It's the perfect introduction. It just brings you in, makes you feel comfortable, and just gives you an idea what to expect down the road. A song that has a great tempo, has a great keyboard melody, the vocal layers, specifically with the choirs, adding so much volume to the song, specifically in the chorus. It just makes it so robust, so bombastic. I really like that. The guitar solo in this specific song really continues with the blistering speed that the overall track has, so it doesn't diminish anything. It just really enhances it. It just gives it such a nice touch to the song. I really like that. And the finishing with the chorus, to me, is a perfect touch for a song that's built to be an introductory track to the rest of the story of the album. Finishing with a chorus, it really emphasizes the story, it emphasizes the message. So I really like how this song overall is built, overall is structured, and how it's delivered. Next one is With the Light of 1,000 Suns. I really like this one as well because this one has a different vibe. This one almost starts as an opera. The way the choirs at the beginning come at you, you really feel like you're sitting in an opera house watching an opera. It's just that's the vibe that you get the moment the song starts. Now they kept those choirs, that opera-like feel throughout the whole song. The vocals come in, but those choirs are always there, either in the background or a little bit more in the forefront, and dropping a little bit more to the background, and coming a little bit more to the forefront. So this is a song that's almost built like an opera, and from beginning to end, with climatic moments, with the more sad and depressive moments, with a climax and then an outro. The whole song is built like that. And adding the choirs, to me, adding that opera feel to this specific song really enhances the story of the song. It really brings light to the song. This is a song that's all about light. So when you have those choirs, it allows the vocals to feel so much bigger, almost like the sun shining with 1,000 rays. That's how the vocals come at you on this track, and I absolutely love it. I love the fact that they have a little bit of a Middle Eastern flair towards the end of the song that morphs into an acoustic guitar that almost sounds like a Spanish acoustic guitar that then morphs into the solos. I really like that combination of moving from one aspect to another. It just gave the song such a different feel at that specific moment. It almost broke the song apart, and then to have such complex approach and such a complex song really created for a very dynamic and fluid track. Last but not least, Hydra. This is my favorite song on the album. I just love it. They were able to really bring to life, they bring to life the lyrics on every single song, but I think none more than this one. This is a song about a sea monster. So the way the song comes at you, it comes like an ocean breeze. You really feel like you're on a boat, and there's this ocean breeze blowing towards you. The whole song has a feel of you being on a boat during a storm, or during stormy weather, where there's some moments of calm, and then there's some moments of absolute mayhem. So the whole song has that dynamic to it, the way the sound comes at you, the way it's built, the way it's constructed. It really places you in the middle of the story. The ability that this song has to really grab you, take you from whatever you are, and place you as one of the characters in the middle of the story is absolutely phenomenal. And that, to me, is one of the reasons why this song is so incredible. At points, you really feel like you're in the middle of rough seas, because the song has these ups and downs. So you have this calm, then you have these rough seas with a lot more momentum. So it really has this such incredible fluidity. And the way the orchestration works on this track really brings that storm, that ocean, that vibe to the forefront. So the way they work the orchestration on the track, that is really the atmosphere of the track. That is really the lifeline of the track. The story is there, the vocals are there, all of those elements are there, but the orchestration on this track is really the lifeline, because it's really the key factor that brings everything into perspective, and that really allows you to be part of the story, not just somebody who's listening to the story. So I absolutely love the journey that this track takes you on. My favorite track on the album. All right, guys, this is it. Twilight Force Dawn of the Dragonstar, out August 16th. Let me know your thoughts on the band, on the singles. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Use the comment section below. I'll be reading those as always and getting back to you. Take care, guys.